Hey everyone, this is Derrick Broze, and this is our weekly Friday Town Hall live stream. This is number 3 that we are doing over the past, 3 weeks since we've launched the campaign. And I am going to be sharing a little bit of information related to our weekend volunteer conference call. I'm going to be talking about new videos that we're releasing and upcoming events if you want to get involved in that in some way. I will just wait a moment or two to see if anybody shows up, and then we'll get started. And if you do show up, if you are tuned in, I would appreciate any shares. Anybody who's especially if you live in Houston and you want to let your friends and family know about my campaign, about our efforts. Of course, today we won't be repeating everything. I won't be going over everything that I've covered in the last 2-week videos as far as the issues I'm focused on. Things like that. If you haven't seen any of my videos, I do recommend checking out derrickbroze.com. You can see all of my videos. You can see my campaign issues. You can see the my story. You can find out about my work. You can donate. You can see any upcoming events we have and all that good stuff if you are interested in such a thing. And because today what we're mainly going to be focused on just a moment is this weekend's upcoming conference call between our volunteers as well as the new events we have coming up and new videos that should be out later today. So before I get started in that, I will say once more, if you are watching this or hearing this, then please do share this with your friends, family, share it wherever you can here on Facebook. And for those who are unaware, also, we do have a YouTube channel that is just Derrick Broze for Mayor of Houston that you can search on YouTube and find all the same videos. And so far, we have released, I want to say, 7 videos, including our first live stream, including my campaign announcement at City Hall, including my campaign video. We have put out our 5G issues video. Ideally, best case scenario, these are going to come out every Wednesday, but this week it's been a little bit slower because just a lot of work to do. And so I'm hoping that our second campaign issue video will be out today, and that one is going to be focused on cannabis. We're going to talk all about turning Houston into a sanctuary city for cannabis, and maybe I'll talk a little bit about that today. And of course, if anybody out there is tuned in does have questions about what I stand for, the issues I'm involved in, and all that good kind of stuff, feel free to ask. I will answer any questions. All right, let's get into it. I think we'll just go ahead and get started. So tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m., Saturday, June 1st at 2 p.m., we are going to be having a conference call for any of our volunteers who are interested. Last week was our first campaign event. You guys have heard me talk about this throughout Facebook. But yeah, I had my first event last Sunday. It was at Midtown Bar and Grill in Montrose, and it was really cool. It was exciting to see some old friends and meet some new friends and just connect with people. We sat there for 2 hours. I just discussed my whole platform and everything that I'm standing for. I answered questions, and then I hung out for another hour to just get to know people and to meet people and to hear what they're all about. So that was really cool. I'm excited about that. And we had some people say they want to volunteer with social media. They want to go do block walking and voter registration, or they want to just get my message out there and these ideas out there. And I really laid down everything that I stand for and what the whole purpose of this campaign is about. If you didn't get a chance to see that, again, that video can be found on our YouTube channel, on our website, or under the videos tab here on this Facebook page. So out of that event, though, we decided, look, this Sunday or this coming weekend, I'm going to do a volunteer conference call to follow up with everybody who is either at that meeting on Sunday, and maybe those of you who are listening who didn't get to make the meeting but want to help out in some way. And the cool thing about my work, since it's been based in Houston but also more broad than Houston, is I have support from all over the United States, really different people, from the people who are making the videos, from the people who built the website, the people who are making the memes, the people who are volunteering to connect me with other people that they know that might be able to help. It's just coming from all over the country, really. It's been amazing. And without this network of great people and also the network of people in Houston, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now, which so far is 3 weeks into this campaign. I'm starting to get attention. I'm starting to get some, I've been accepted to 3 debates in the fall. As long as I stay in the race till then we'll be in the debates with the other candidates, and I'm excited about that. I've mostly been ignored by the local media, but some local media has reached out to me. I'm supposed to go on Michael Berry's show. At least that's what I was told, but I haven't heard from them since. Aubrey Taylor, who runs Houston Business Connection, he created a little button for me image. I posted that on the Facebook page. You guys may have seen that. He's really doing a great job trying to help Houstonians know that there are many more candidates out there for mayor and for city council than the ones that the local mainstream media is focused on, right? So hopefully we can push them to cover the other candidates. Not even just me. I think Houstonians, like if you're going to be involved, then why shouldn't the media make an effort to show you everybody that's out there so you can make the most informed decision? But the fact of the matter is, friends, that the system is controlled on the federal level the same way that we've seen corruption in federal elections, where they only key in on the Republicans and the Democrats and even the third parties, the more well-known third parties. Those are the only ones that get any attention. And of course, it's mainly the Democrats and the Republicans. And everybody else has to fight and struggle for just getting, their message out there. So it's the same thing on the local level. I've been told this by other people as well, that when the debates come, they're going to put the mayor and they're going to put Bill King and Tony Busby in the middle, so that they can focus their camera just on those three, or they can crop an image and leave out, myself and some of the other alternatives out of the picture. And it's because they want the people who are voting and paying attention to just pick from a narrow selected group of people. And this is the way it is on the local, state, and federal level. There's no conspiracy or weird thing to say that. It's just the reality. It's the truth we're dealing with here in the United States. And that's why somebody like myself or anybody else who tries to do something different faces an immense amount of resistance and pushback, or if they can, they just ignore you. First they ignore you, then it goes to somewhere else. So we'll see where things go. I hope to not be ignored for this entire race. And with your help, we can do that. If you guys share the videos and share the content and share the memes and share the issues videos, then other people will get there. I will say that when I look at the Derrick Broze for Mayor Facebook page, we are getting a pretty steady flow of traffic, which is really cool. We're constantly getting new likes. We're constantly getting new shares and comments and things of that sort. And for me, it's interesting kind of experiment to try to build a movement from the ground up. I've already got other bigger Facebook pages and websites and things, but I want to be able to start. I don't want to use something else I've already built to spread this message. I want us to build a movement from the ground up here in Houston to spread these ideas. And I appreciate everybody who takes the time to be a part of those. So yeah, if you share the videos, that goes far. The videos have been getting over 1,000+ views, and I do think that we're getting out there. We're getting some support from people in Houston, and the more we do that, the better off we're going to be. So all right, so tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m., if you are interested in being a part of the town hall meeting, and I do want to say I saw a comment from Anna. Yes, the other candidates, I do think I'm not trying to attack anybody, of course, but I do think they're boring. I do think that they're kind of boring. Not for people who are not already in politics and interested. Like if you see these people's campaigns and their websites, I don't think it's going to be anything that excites anybody. I mean, I'll just be real about it. I don't think anybody's getting excited when they see BillKingForMayor.com or whatever. Anybody's getting excited when they see, people are getting excited about Tony Busby, I'll say that. But I think if you look deeper, and I've posted some videos, some articles on this page about Tony Busby donating to the Democrats and the Republicans and what does that mean, and asking those questions. But at the end of the day, I think what we're talking about, because this is the thing, I don't want to just focus on, well, what are they up to? I want to focus on the positive message that I think we're bringing. And the reality is this, is that nobody else is talking about protecting your freedoms. Nobody else is talking about, turning Houston into food forests and urban farms and community gardens and farmers markets. Nobody is talking about getting rid of surveillance or ending the drug war and saving people's money, time, taxpayer money, energy, stop locking people in cages, stop criminalizing people for these nonviolent actions. Nobody is talking about this but me, and that's fine. And nobody's talking about 5G, putting a moratorium on 5G, or even looking at 5G. The only other things they're saying is that we should embrace this. So I do think that they are boring, and I hopefully can contrast them. I'm posting the link now in the chat. That is the link to tomorrow's Zoom call. Zoom, if you've never used it, it's really simple to use. Don't worry about having to download or figure anything out. That is tomorrow at 2 p.m., Saturday, 2 p.m. Go to that link, and if you're interested in volunteering for the campaign, all you got to do is just tune in. You don't necessarily have to say anything. You can just listen. I have some ideas I'm going to go over, and then I'm definitely going to ask for your help and your support. And again, if you're not in Houston, you can still be a part of this conference call. That's cool. Like, I need help, and excuse me, I need help in all kinds of ways. we're going to try to get people to go to, I'm going to talk about this in a moment, to go out to the streets in Houston to spread the word. But absolutely, even if you're not in Houston, or if you're in Houston but you can't, make it out, because I know a lot of people, I appreciate everybody who came to our event on Sunday, because it's Sunday for 2 hours of your day that you have to be away from your home and take your family. And I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So we won't do that too often, except for like when we need you out here, then I'll let you know. But if you can't make it out, if you don't even live in Houston, you can still help. Go to that Zoom call tomorrow at 2 p.m. and we'll talk about ideas, and we'll see how we can work together. And I've got lots of people reaching out to me, trying to help me get signs. That's like the main thing right now, is we got to fundraise to get some signs so we can start putting yard signs out there. I have businesses that already told me that I can put my signs out there, and that those are, they work, they're foot traffic. And also, it kind of sucks that I'm here in my neighborhood, over here in Fifth Ward, and right down the block, I'm seeing Tony Busby's signs in my neighborhood. And I just don't think I can let that stand without putting my sign next to it. That maybe that's silly, but I do want to make sure that the people in the neighborhood that I live in and my neighbors, I'm going to talk to them about my campaign pretty soon. And I don't want to shove it on my neighbors, but I want to let them know, hey, if you guys are voters, or if y'all want to, hear about what I'm talking about, then let's talk about it. We live next to each other, right? Let's get to know each other better. So yeah, we're trying to get these signs out. People are offering to make me DVDs that we can put lots of information on, and just, there's a lot of things happening in the background. We might have stickers soon, and I'm going to keep working on that. But as far as spreading the message, that's the key point we're at right now. I need everyone in Houston or elsewhere. Here's your first volunteer task for anybody willing to take it up. Go ahead and comment on the other local news. I can give you guys a list of some here. I'll tag some here in. All right. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I lost my connection for a moment, and I already kind of rambled on a little bit, I think, about the campaign, a little bit too much already. So I'm going to just jump back into it. Hopefully some of you who were listening and watching last time will hop back on. I appreciate anybody who's watching this. Brief rundown of what I said already. We have a volunteer online meetup conference call tomorrow at 2 p.m. for anybody who wants to join. This is the link right there. It's through the website Zoom. You don't have to download anything. Just go to that link at 2 p.m. and you'll be ready to go. And we'll be talking for about 45 minutes about different strategies on how we can help spread the word. Because what I need from you guys most of all right now, more than anything, is just to spread the word about my campaign. Now, I also mentioned that there are a couple people who I think you should reach out to. Facebook.com/ABC13 Chauncey Glover. I'm going to post that link to you guys. This is a guy who has interviewed Bill King, Sylvester Turner, and Tony Busby, and he claims that he's trying to interview the candidates to show Houston, who's out there. But he's done those 3 so far. We're going to wait and see if he stops there. And as I said, the mainstream media, even on the local level, they key in on the people that they want to promote, and they focus them specifically. So if Chauncey Glover claims that he wants people of Houston to know who else is running, then he should interview all the different candidates that are running at this moment. And he has plenty of time to do so. There's still 5 months to the election. So go to his Facebook page, ABC13 Chauncey Glover. I just posted it in the comments, and you can tell him, comment below, comment on anything related to the campaign you see. And maybe this seems silly, but I guarantee you, trust me, these people pay attention, especially because they don't have very huge Facebook following. So it's not like they're not going to see the comments. They are going to see the comments. And if enough people are saying, hey, how come you're not covering the other candidates? How come, you're not, are you going to interview these other people? Send them my website, send them my Facebook page. Say, check out this guy. I want to hear more about him, or something, whatever you feel like saying. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But that's ABC13 Chauncey Glover. Now, another one I'm posting right now, Fox 26 Greg Grugan. He has interviewed. He does a show called What's the Point, and he does some other segments. He's interviewed Bill King and Tony Busby several times. So I do believe and again, I don't like to use the state. I'm not going to sit here and like run to daddy, mommy, government and say like, hey, please, these guys aren't paying attention to me, force them to cover me. But I will say, I think that there is a legal rule that says the FCC requires stations who give airtime to candidates to give equal airtime to all candidates, so I do believe that that's the law if you want to go that route. So Greg Grugan of Fox 26, Chauncey Glover of Channel 13, and also of Fox 26, Isaiah Carey. I'm posting that link below as well. Isaiah Carey, I've told you guys the story. He brought me on to talk about 5G a couple months back. He had me on the show. This is before I was running for mayor or anything like that, just talking about my work on 5G. He had me on the show. It was a good segment, 6-7 minutes. And then it magically disappeared. It never ended up on his website. He claims that his team lost it. And I don't know what that means, but he has at least taken an opportunity to interview me before, and he has interviewed the other candidates too. So these are the three main people. There are others on local media. This is mainly just TV. There are also radio stations and people we can reach out to. But if you know anybody with blogs, YouTube channels, podcasts, websites, radio programs, TV programs that are based locally in Houston specifically that are going to give some airtime, tell them about my campaign, Derrick Broze for Mayor of Houston, on Facebook and on YouTube, derrickbroze.com, and tell them about the issues. Send them my issues page, and you can teach them all about what I'm talking about. Every issue that I've laid out in the past 2 weeks that I said, if you're new to my campaign and just hearing this, go back to the website, because I'm not going to kind of rehash everything over and over every week, but I will talk about new issues every week. And so last week released our first issue video on 5G. That one's doing well. Today, hopefully today, we'll be releasing our next issues video on cannabis, turning Houston into a sanctuary city. That's just the way I'm saying it and the way I'm promoting it. And I think people are going to understand better once they see this video, because we're talking about decriminalizing cannabis through the city of Houston completely, stopping locking people up for victimless crimes like cannabis, and also talking about welcoming and opening Houston up to cannabis entrepreneurs, medical businesses, recreational sites, really helping grow the cannabis economy in Houston, the first place in Texas to be the one to embrace it and bring a lot more economic incentives and value to the city of Houston. So we're going to talk all about that in our next issues video. So I told you guys that we have a conference call, volunteer meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m. If you want to get involved, check the link. It's in the comments. I listed 3 different media personalities and journalists that you could reach out to, comments and messages, whatever you want to do, whatever your methods, emails, whatever, let them know about my campaign. And again, that will have an effect. They will see that. And after enough people say that, and it's not just me saying, hey guys, I'm another candidate, would you like to cover me? Then they'll understand that there's actually a desire for this and a demand for this. So they should probably listen. What else did I want to mention? Okay, so we're coming up to June. This is the end of May, and I hope you guys had a good May. May was pretty good for me. It's ending kind of weird, but things are going forward, and we're going to see where it goes. June, I'm thinking 2 things are going to happen in June. One, we are going to host a campaign fundraiser / benefit show concert, here in the city of Houston. We're going to have probably 2 to 3 bands, some bands that I've known for years and really awesome bands. I'll tell you guys about them soon, for those of you who like music and like music here in Houston. So we're going to throw an event. It's not going to be a 2-hour talk from Derrick Broze. It's going to be music. I'll give a short talk, and we'll be doing hopefully we'll have the signs by them and t-shirts and stickers and things to share with you guys. And we'll be doing some fundraising because we do need to raise some money. I hate to even put any money towards the political system at all, but the reality is that if I want to have signs to give you guys, if you want to put a sign in your yard to spread the word, we need money. If you want stickers, all that stuff, you guys understand how this works. But money is not my favorite topic or subject, not because I hate money or think money is evil. It's just that I know that we are all individually working hard. I mean, the people who support me aren't the rich, oligarchs here in the city of Houston. These are working class mothers and fathers and single people, college students, and people like myself who are just trying to make it through another day. And so if you are already working your butt off to try to take care of your family and take care of your kids, then, it's kind of hard to just give $20 to a campaign or $100 or even maybe $5 sometimes. And I get that. I totally get that. So I do want to invite anybody who wants to support but can't do it financially to attend the meeting, the conference call tomorrow, and we can talk about ways you can get involved. But for those of you who can have a little bit of money to spare, whether that's cryptocurrency, whether that's whatever currency you want to use, then you can visit derrickbroze.com and find out all about that and help us raise some funds so we can actually get this message out there. And, I didn't know about this. Maybe you guys know about this, but actually to officially run in the campaign, you have to pay. So there's some kind of legal thing that says that if you get enough petition signatures, then you don't have to pay, but they don't really tell you how many petition signatures you have to get till the last minute. And it kind of puts people at a disadvantage like myself so say a month from now, right now I have already filed for campaign treasurer. That's the first step that anybody has to take. That's what everybody's done. But starting July 21st through the August 19th, I think, that's when you officially file as an official candidate in the mayoral race, right? And to do that, you have to pay $1,200 just to filing fee to the city, give the city some money to play their game. or you have to get a certain amount of petition signatures. But like I said, they don't tell you that information until maybe July, and that gives you only a month to go out there and, get who knows how many signatures. It could be 200,000, it could be 100,000, it could be 50,000. I don't know what it is, and that's possible, but it does put one at a disadvantage. So either I need people to come out and help me get petition signatures in July, or we're going to have to raise at least $1,200 if I want to be in the race long enough so that I can be in the debates in fall. As I've told you guys, I've been accepted to debates at University of Houston downtown, debates at University of Houston, and another debate that I'm not sure where it's going to be located. And I'm sure there will be more, and I'll be trying to reach out to all of them. But that means that by July, the mid-July to mid-August, at some point I got to pay $1,200 to file a campaign fee. Now for Tony Busby, who's a millionaire, and to the mayor, who's a career politician and's got lots of financiers, that's not a problem. They sneeze out that amount of money in an afternoon, I'm sure. But for me, I'm just a regular dude. I'm a journalist. I'm an activist. I'm not rich by any means. I write articles, I make videos, I produce content, I go ask questions to people who don't want to answer them. And this is what I do for my living, for my life, and it provides value. And this mayoral campaign is a part of that, trying to get in the faces of these people to raise awareness. But unfortunately, that doesn't pay very well. It pays well enough that I'm able to be happy and healthy and take care of my body and my mind and my spirit. But I don't have the money at the moment to just pull $1,200 out of my pocket and file that fee. So if you believe in what I'm doing enough, I'm just putting that out here, telegraphing a little bit ahead of time. If you want to donate to the campaign, if you want to make sure we can, at the very least, even if we don't make any signs and we don't make any stickers and we don't pay anybody to, for their time. I'd like to pay the people who are doing these videos for free. I'd like to pay them a little bit eventually. If we don't pay the guy, if everything's free, that's fine. But at the very least, help me get into the race long enough so I can get in the debates. And that, like I said, will be about $1,200. All right. So volunteer meeting tomorrow afternoon. Contact all the local media and tell them about our campaign. Later this month, we're going to have a concert. Don't worry, you'll have details before it happens. We're going to have 2 to 3 bands, some really awesome music. We're going to raise money, and we might do some kind of money bomb type of thing. I've seen this with other campaigns, with Ron Paul and other people in the past, where they'll just have 2 days of like, all right, if you can give $3 over the next 24 hours, like we're going to get as many $3 donations as possible, or something like that. Something to really get people excited and knowing about our campaign. Also, one of the other things that we are going to be focused on doing is hitting the streets of Houston later this month. So I have had people reach out to me saying that they're expert block walkers and they're going to go out there and talk to people, and that's cool. I'm down to do it if that's what it comes down to. I think that maybe there's another more effective way to reach people, but look, I'm down to try all strategies at this point because I care enough to talk to people and to get the message out there, right? So that's what I'm focused on at this point. So we got to walk the block, or we got to, send out Facebook messages, or we got to do weekly videos, whatever it's going to take. I'm trying everything, but I am also going to take some of my old activism that I've done, what we used to call info jamming with the Houston Freethinkers, which is just a radical way to say flyering and passing out flyers. But we would go to the streets, say Houston International Festival, or Houston Italian Festival, or Houston. For those who don't know, Houston is a very diverse city, and nearly every weekend there's the Polish Festival, Italian Festival, German Festival, Greek. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff going on. There's all kinds of big events and big festivals where tens and thousands of Houstonians come to. And, I know that some campaigns focus on just targeting voters, but this is the thing. I think the messages that I'm promoting isn't only going to appeal to the people who've already registered to vote. In fact, I think the message I'm promoting is going to get people who've never voted excited. And that's what I've seen already. Most of the people I'm talking to either aren't registered yet, or are getting ready to register just to vote for me, or have only recently registered to vote. So I'm not necessarily trying to focus on the lifelong voters of the world. Like, I want to reach new people, because I think the reason people in Houston aren't voting, not only because I think it is kind of not the strongest way to measure what we feel and who we are. And I don't know if it's really, I don't know. I have issues with voting and with democracy, but we'll save that for another conversation. But I think the main reason people aren't voting or caring about the mayoral race is because there's no substance. It's just BS. There's nothing to get people excited. Well, I know the issues that I'm talking about get people excited and are not boring and are interesting to them. So we're going to reach out to all kinds of people. And by that, we're going to go to the streets of Houston, where I'm going to pick an event later this month. And we'll talk about this on our conference call tomorrow, on the volunteer conference call. We're going to pick an event a well-populated event here in Houston, and we're going to go out in an afternoon, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us, however many we can, and print out a bunch of flyers, little cards for the campaign that lay out the issues very simply. No mandatory vaccinations, moratorium on 5G, no more drug war, no more surveillance, protect freedom of speech and civil liberties, end the anti-food sharing ordinance, end no-knock raids, and then take away the mayoral position's power and give it to city council and give it to the people. We're going to lay those issues out. We're going to go to the streets and talk to people. So that's what I've done over the years for every issue I've ever cared about. That was the most simple, most effective way. Also, sometimes more effective than social media. Social media is a powerful tool, but because of censorship, we know that it's becoming more and more difficult to reach people. And there's something that happens when you're on the streets and you hand somebody a flyer. And yes, you get some people say, no, leave me alone. I'm not going to buy whatever you're selling. But you also have the opportunity to make connections face to face with people. And then they were like, whoa, there's people out here talking about this. I live in this city. I care about this. I didn't know. Who are you guys? What are you doing? And in this case, it'll be like, whoa, you're running for president, or excuse me, for mayor. You're running for mayor and you're talking about these ideas. I didn't know that there was anything, going on like that. I didn't even know that there was somebody talking about these issues in my city. That's what I'm hoping for, is to get people excited and interested in a way that they haven't been before. So we're going to hit the streets soon. So that's what I have planned for the coming month of June. We will probably do another campaign event. We're going to at least do the concert fundraiser event. We're going to hit the streets of Houston to pass out flyers and information. We're trying to raise money to get signs and to get stickers and all that stuff. We might have some donated to us if everything goes well, but also we're trying to fundraise to make sure that I can have enough for the filing fee in July and August. And other than that, we're working with our volunteers to try to figure out strategies. And that's where I want to leave it today, guys. Again, we should have a brand new video out today talking about cannabis and what we want to do here in Houston. So look out for that, and please share that. Also, please share this video. If you're watching right now, you can share it with your friends. Tell them, like, hey, if you know anybody in Houston, check it out. And again, even if you're not in Houston, go hit up those three pages of local journalists and tell them that they should cover my campaign and look into the issues I'm talking about. Yeah, and that's where we're going to leave it for today. I do these town halls every Friday at noon for you to get to connect to me, to hear my ideas, to take questions from you if there are any questions. We have a few listeners here and there, and I think people watch it after the fact. But either way, I just want to make sure that I keep having a channel and a direct connection with those of you out there. You can send messages to the Facebook page. I will get them. You can email me at derrickbroze@protonmail.com. You can hit me up through the website. I'm very accessible. My number's on the Facebook page. If you want to call me and get in touch, send a text message, leave a message, whatever. Let's connect. Let's figure out how we can collaborate. And, this is 5 more months that we have to spread these ideas and to get them throughout the city of Houston, and even bigger than that. We're aiming for bigger than just Houston. We're aiming to reach people all around the country and all around the world with the conversation that we're starting here in Houston. And I want you guys to imagine a different Houston. Imagine what it could look like if we could implement even half of the ideas that I'm talking about and half of the ideas that you guys want. We could be living in a completely different city, and we could be setting an example for the rest of the country, if not the rest of the world. So that's what I'm working towards, guys, and I hope you will help me out in any way possible. Please like, follow, share. You get click get notifications so you make sure you're getting this. Follow us on YouTube. If you can support, join the volunteer call tomorrow at 2 p.m. via the Zoom link I posted in the comments. If you can donate, that's always appreciated. Visit the website to find out more about that. And until next time, guys, I look forward to talking to you. Remember, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are free. Peace.